addicted to success.
What's up? Welcome to your new favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show. Y'all know what it is. The home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. Thank you for joining us for episode 30, man. 30.
It's 30? I thought it was 29.
29 was last week.
I know. Makes sense, because it's 30
This
now.
the crowd going wild.
Crowd's going wild. That's just hot ass breath on the mic. Is what that was.
Right. Hey, don't interrupt our sound effects. We on a budget and shit.
Yeah, they get sound effects when y'all motherfuckers hit the more subscriptions we get and listens, more sound effects coming your way.
The more friends y'all tell, the better sound effects we have. Yeah. But until then, the crowd is going wild.
Shit like NBA Jam. Sound like NBA Jam crowd.
Oh man, NBA Jam. My name is Fresh, and with me is the best right-hand man in all the land, is my nigga B Hill. You heard, man.
Hello. How are you?
What's
Hope
up,
you're
doing B? All right. What up, B? We back, episode 30. I can't believe I'm 30 episodes into this.
Oh yeah.
I remember when it was a twinkle in my eye. Mm-hmm. And now we 30 episodes in.
Hard work.
This probably about 7 episodes for you? 7, 8? It's been a minute, seems like.
Yeah, it's I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. When you're having fun, time flies, you know what I mean?
Hey, I know that's right. Hey, I was talking to somebody about that, and they was like, a podcast seemed like a lot. I was like, it is at times, but if you like what you doing, then it ain't work. So I appreciate y'all for letting me like what I do, and y'all chime in. Right, cause when I'm at my 9 to 5, first of all, the goal is for y'all to get us out our 9 to 5s. Get us out our 9 to 5s.
Yeah, man, please. Help us, man. Shit, we want to employ you. You know what I'm saying? If you help us, goddamn, we gonna reach back. You know what I'm saying?
So everybody who got referred or saw this, refer one person.
Yeah.
And keep that going, because
pyramid.
we doing well.
You know what I'm saying? It's a pyramid.
It's a pyramid, not a pyramid scheme, but a pyramid.
Yeah, this is us. What's that shit? That's the TV show. What's that? Here Now or some shit. Remember that shit niggas was doing crazy? Like it was some pyramid scheme or some shit.
On Facebook?
Yeah, man. Some shit. Niggas had the banners and shit, and then they was like having meetings, and then they had that 5-link shit. That pyramid scheme.
I ignore everybody. I ignore Facebook people. If something originated from Facebook, I'm not with it at all.
Nah, it didn't originate from Facebook. These were some niggas in New York or some shit, and they were like, you could be here or some shit. You know exactly what I'm talking about, man. I forgot the name of that shit specifically, but it was some pyramid scheme, some Ponzi scheme that motherfuckers was doing, like, help you travel the world and you get niggas signed up. You know how that stupid shit is.
I do recall.
Yeah, they had like the little banners.
One of the
like
scams.
Yeah, that shit was fucking some bullshit.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly
you could be here
what
or some stupid shit like that. I forgot the name of the shit, but yeah.
I remember the shit, and they was giving, I remember because I saw some of that shit on Instagram.
Yeah, that's where I seen it. And then they had that 5-link shit. Motherfuckers was like, hey man, you know, you want to switch your cell phone carrier? I can help you out. Bitch, I'll go to the goddamn cell phone store. Not
a nigga on the corner.
Yeah, nigga, you work with me. You talking about goddamn in the next cubicle beside me talking about some goddamn.
If you still in the cubicle, you ain't got nothing to tell me to get rich.
Nah, you talking about they going to conferences and shit. Y'all spending, these niggas beating y'all clean out y'all money.
Facts. That is facts.
That prepaid lawyer shit. Remember that prepaid lawyer shit?
Prepaid legal. Yes, prepaid legal, niggas was selling that shit. That was like 2000s, wasn't it?
That shit was like Oxycontin. Everybody was on them shit. That shit was an epidemic, yo. Like everybody got that. Hey, nigga, you ain't even got no degree. You ain't even graduated from high school talking about some goddamn prepaid legal.
Right. Niggas always try to sell you some shit and they ain't made it yet.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dog. Your car got a missing hubcap.
I ain't lying.
Hubcaps don't even cost a lot. Like you trying to put me on.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Prepaid legal. But you don't even know what the fuck. You don't even know shit about no legal. Besides, you got court in the morning.
Exactly. Like, and probably a failure to appeal. Because you a lazy motherfucker.
Definitely. What's that shit? Prayer for judgment, face ass nigga. Fuck out of here.
Prayer for judgment. I just educated somebody on the prayer for judgment the other day, man.
Yeah, Sean.
Hey, we be needing shit.
Yeah, traffic ticket fresh. In this bitch.
Traffic ticket, man. Traffic ticket. And the crazy thing about it, I don't even have a lot of traffic tickets. But the ones I've had hurt me to my heart.
I ain't lying.
Giving up any money for some bullshit is.
Yeah. Court costs crazy.
Did you die though? Did anybody die?
Yeah,
no.
Like, why do I have to pay? What is court costs? Y'all just get me here so I can pay court costs. Cause $200 for court costs. I got a ticket like a couple years ago. I hadn't had a ticket in a long time or had to go to court, thank God. And I went in that motherfucker talking about goddamn $195. I said, for what? My shit was dismissed. I got a prayer for judgment. They were like, oh no, that's court costs. I'm like, no.
That's the scam. That's the scam.
You
can either pay the whole thing. The ticket and North Carolina extra fucked up because the ticket might be $75 and the court cost is $125.
Oh no, it's $195.
It's $195 now?
It's $195.
Nah, I feel like that's unconstitutional.
No, that is definitely in the 7th Amendment. I believe that I read the fine print like thou shalt not charge more than $50 for court costs.
Or bear them arms.
Yeah. That shit $195, yo, that shit was crazy. And that was 3 years ago. Ain't no telling. That bitch probably about $250 now.
Hey, and inflation. I haven't had a ticket in North Carolina in a long time, so that's good to know. Yeah. For real. Yeah, on some shit. What you been up to?
I ain't doing shit, man. What I do this weekend?
You had some good news. I don't know if you want to share it, but like in high level. You was in your real estate shit.
Oh, yeah. Eric, got a contract, you heard me. We good. Finna be selling that bitch in a little bit. So
that's what's up.
Making power moves, thugging out here, trying to get some more.
A tail Chapo.
Yeah. Yeah. Got the Mexicans about to buy that shit. It's crazy how you can find anybody on Facebook. I found a motherfucker. I ain't even supposed to know who it was. But I found it. They on Facebook. But anyway.
You found them niggas on Facebook. You about to get paid in Bitcoin.
Oh shit. I didn't find them on Facebook. I searched their name once I got their information and found them on Facebook.
What they say? Will trade cocaine for house.
I ain't lying. Hey, cash, nigga. They had a box full of guns and 6 birds. Here we go. You want to change? Hell yeah, give it to me.
Like, cool, fuck it.
Yeah, that's right. I can make some shit with this. But yeah, I did that.
What was your 420 like?
It was actually pretty, normal. Like,
pretty regular day.
Yeah, it was I ain't go crazy. My cousin, he went with some white boys and shit. It was the weirdest combination. It was some hood ass niggas.
When you hear went with some white boys, it's always downhill because they get litty.
Super hood ass Durham black niggas and super white like country motherfuckers. These motherfuckers was smoking good. Boy, niggas was hitting dabs.
They smoke good and they drink good.
They was hitting dabs, like the actual dab shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas was hitting that. White boy had a $100 blunt and he had like a damn...
What's a $100 blunt?
The shit it's like a blunt, like a normal blunt. He got it from Cali and shit. He got the shit with the dab shit too. He got that and it's like crystallized and it's got all, I don't know. Shit, it was on Viceland. If you seen Viceland, then it was on that shit.
Regular weed.
Yeah.
Regular weed. I got all that other shit had you sky high as a giraffe nuts. I'm over it. Like,
put a whole half in a joint and shit and them big ass raw papers, niggas smoking half an ounce of loud. I was like, y'all niggas is nuts. Like,
jeez. Yeah. No, cause you can only get but so high, my nigga, before it's a problem.
Yeah.
You can only get but so high.
They was there. So, I ain't really do shit. I just, smoke, do my normal 1, 2, 1, 2. And, yeah, that was it. Saturday, watched the fight and had my homeboys and homegirls come over. We had a good time. There was a lot of people. It's dope when you don't get around all the people that you kind of grew up with and everybody just like magically come on some shit. Like it was like they saw the bat signal in the air or some shit. Mm-hmm. So we all just got together and shit and, watched the fight, cut up, shit like that. Old nigga shit, nothing special.
That's cool. I don't get to hang around people I grew up with until I go home. And most of them are like my brothers and sisters' friends, cause they, you know, they still live there. So they still in constant contact, you know, with these people. So, you know, they come over. So I get it. It's fun. Especially when you know, you getting up with those old folks, and some people still doing the same shit they was doing, but
no doubt. Love them. Hey, you gotta love them for it. Hey, keep it moving.
Hey, if you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, Tyrone. You do what you do.
Tyrone.
You do what you do.
Still working at Jiffy Lube.
Right. And they was working there in 98 when they graduated. When they graduated and shit.
Nails
like,
black as hell.
I'm still there. Like, I just made manager. You been there 20 years, my nigga.
Yeah, you should have hired a manager or two by now. Goddamn.
You should have a franchise. That shit should be Tyrone Lube by now.
Tyrone Lube. That shit sound wild.
You should be selling fish plates out the back of this Jiffy Lube, my nigga.
That'd be hard. But you gotta have gloves on, because y'all niggas be with oil and shit.
You gotta have gloves on, for sure.
Mechanics' hands be fucked up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My dad was a mechanic, so his hands was definitely rough as a son of a bitch.
Never
his
clean.
His hands was rough. And no matter how much they clean them shits, they never come clean. That oil under them fingernails is there forever.
That shit is pollution.
Cardi B boys.
Y'all niggas polluted. Y'all mechanics polluted. Y'all fingers is polluted.
Hey, but my dad was one of the best cooks I ever tasted. So if all it takes is a little bit of motor oil to make that shit cool. Hey, you saw that meme about that motor oil? Somebody fried their chicken in motor oil. You see that shit on Instagram?
Hell nah.
Oh man, she said my mama did it like this. Man, that was crazy.
Fuck.
On Instagram this week, it was somebody who fried their chicken in motor oil, and white people who say they don't wash their chicken. White people wash your chicken, wash your meat, wash your meat, wash your feet. Don't touch black people's hair.
Don't fucking wash your meat.
And don't double dip at company functions or group functions.
And don't fucking put your hands in shit. Like, white people alert. Hey, listen, white people at the company functions, even anywhere, or just in functions with multiple people. If it's things
more
to
than
be
just
grabbed,
you and your family.
It's things to be grabbed or touched with your hand. Don't touch it with your fucking hand. Like, that shit is super disrespectful and off-putting to anybody of color, especially black folks, because we don't do silly shit like that.
Because we believe in germs.
Yeah, it's like, damn, just have some couth about yourself and fucking, damn, like, just pour the shit. Like, I remember we about to get on topic in a second, but I just had to get this off my chest since you mentioned it. But I remember this shit was the wildest shit.
Talk about it, brother.
We was at it was like a Taco Tuesday type shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, for one, it was too much going on to be bringing
tacos. It's already
tacos
funny because it's Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, at fucking work and shit. So motherfuckers bringing in all type of shit. And this white girl named Mandy. Mandy had Mandy had the biggest forearm, hairy forearm of a woman I had ever seen. Like, that shit looked like somebody's uncle. Like,
shit.
She had hair on her actual hand. That bitch was
headlock fuzzy as a bitch.
Yeah.
You fall asleep in her headlock and shit.
Motherfucker popped open the goddamn shredded cheese and put her big ass
bear claw in that bitch.
Bear claw, goddamn Bigfoot hand ass in that motherfucker. You damn Yeti. Oh, Yeti hand. Put right in the cheese and shit. Like, I mean, like the shredded cheese. I'm talking about goddamn. I was like, she was like, you want something? Nah, I'm straight.
Like,
brother.
I'm done, man.
I'm straight, big dog, with your goddamn, hell no. Like,
big dog,
all the black people
dog.
did not eat it. Swear to God. Like, all the black people.
Listen, black people got protocol when it comes to this shit. Yeah. Like, and we're going to participate in the function. We know who got animals, so we don't eat behind them. And if we don't get our plate like first before the crowd, we not with it.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
we not with it.
I go to the cafeteria and your goddamn ass.
They like, how'd you get chicken tenders?
Yeah.
How'd you get chicken tenders, Brandon?
Yo, another thing, this white dude I work with, he like super extra. He like a homosexual white dude and shit, but he just, I don't know why I didn't say gay.
Because you're trying to be more politically correct.
Yeah, but he's gay. That gay, whatever. But this motherfucker talking about he had made some potato salad. He was like, yeah, I came in the kitchen and the dog had gotten the spoon that I was with. I was like,
oh no.
I was like, God damn it. White folks just steady all in.
What I needed to know was, how did his sexuality pertain to that story?
Cause the way he said it, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it was mad flamboyant.
I thought he put his dick in the shit.
Might as well, shit. He could have. That was the same shit. Like, you let your dog goddamn, like, lick the spoon. What else is the dog licking? He probably licking on your meat, all type of crazy shit.
Oh my God. Nah, but yeah, some races are very
it's just,
friendly with
it's
their
just
pets.
cultural. It's all cultural.
Yeah,
sure
because they love their animals
like
that. And we leave our animals outside tied to a tree.
Yeah. King.
Forever.
That nigga eat table scraps. That nigga King blood pressure high as shit. That motherfucker eating all
King taking medicine like a bitch.
Like, God damn, that nigga over there thirsty.
All right. King run for a minute, then put his hands on his knees and breathe. Ooh,
King boy, hey, I gotta get to the
I'm gonna
house,
get
boy,
your ass
low.
In a minute as soon as I take my medicine. I'm gonna bite the shit out your ass.
Hey, my goddamn sugar low. I can't eat goddamn, hey.
He need a treat just to be a dog to get his blood sugar up.
All right, man. I'm sorry. We got sidetracked. That was funny though.
Hey.
Damn, King. Now little niggas is named King and shit. Jesus Christ.
Right. Your dog and your child got the same name. Both of them running to you.
Yeah, both got pressure issues and shit.
Both of them got pressure issues. Hey, that's funny as shit. And your Sunken got fucking full metal caps on all his teeth, so you know he bad. Yeah, your dog King missing his teeth because he just all fucked up health wise.
He ain't never been.
Hey, that's funny as shit. Hey, 420. What did I do 420? I went to a bonfire.
Oh yeah, were they smoking? Were they burning weed and shit?
Yeah, it was a 420 bonfire.
That's hard.
So it was lit like shit. Like it was like chill, but it was lit. You know how that higher state of mind is.
Yeah.
So like the DJ, he was on his shit. I don't know who this DJ was. I need to find out who that DJ was because he was on his shit. Because there is nothing like, you know, partaking and listening to fucking music. And like everything he had dope ass beats. Yeah. And then when you at a fucking bonfire, you know, niggas having a good time, you know, they chilling, they relaxing, they dancing, whatever. But you can get caught up in looking at actual flames, my nigga. Like, you get caught up in these
and all type of shit. Like you be like, yo, that shit, hell yeah. That shit is peaceful as fuck though. Like that shit kind of like the rain. You know, it's different. Like you think about it like in terms of elements, like that's an element, you know what I mean? So like you can get caught looking in the rain, you know what I'm saying? Like I love the rain, like especially like in the springtime and shit. That shit, you get the windows open.
I love the water. Yeah, I love opening my doors and stuff when it's raining. I love the water, even though I can't swim. I love the water. Like you give me an ocean front, black people stereotypes because none of y'all niggas. You see, that's where his misogyny comes in. He threw that on black women.
She's a girl.
Versus black people.
It was off the cuff, man. It was just off the cuff.
That's misogyny.
I
think I call misogynist every episode. But black people, we can't swim because let me give y'all history. We did not have public pools like that. And the public pools that we did have, everybody was there and you couldn't swim in that bitch.
Yeah.
So we can't swim. Historically. But you threw me all off top.
Yeah,
but like, give me an oceanfront room.
Yeah.
Like, it can be in the winter. I go to the beach in the winter just because an oceanfront room is like $50 at a 5-star hotel. And you can just chill in that bitch. If you got a bay and you can chill in that joint. If you don't have a bay and you just need to break away, that's the perfect setting. Yeah. Get you some drinks, get you some, you know,
and a bonfire. That's how the same shit. The bonfire the same way. Like it'd be warm as fuck, but that shit just be like, you hear the shit crackling and all that and feel the heat off that shit. That shit dope.
True. Hey, you listen to that K.O.D?
Absolutely.
I know you did because you've been itching to tell me about it.
Yeah, I definitely listen to that K.O.D. A couple thoughts of it. Like K.O.D he's a very interesting guy, clearly, right? But, he's super fucking dope. Cause initially when I listened to it on Friday, I didn't love it as much as I did when I listened to it like Sunday, today. What's today? Is today? Oh, today Tuesday.
Today Tuesday.
Yeah.
We record on Tuesday.
Like, he's so fucking nice and dope. Like it ain't overproduced, you know what I'm saying? So some will get lost in it, you know what I'm saying? In terms of like, if they don't like it as much, but if you continue to listen to it, that's the thing about music now, like it's consumed so, it's in such abundance that you can't really sit and digest, cause especially people 30 plus, like when we got music, we used to sit with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like put it in the car, put a CD in.
Cause you paid your money. Yeah. You went and actually bought a CD.
And this shit didn't come out every week. You know what I'm saying?
And because you had to actually pay for each CD, you wasn't buying them like that.
Right.
You had to wait till somebody could rip that shit, or you bought that shit from the motherfucking man at the beauty supply store who had the bootlegs before everybody could burn their own shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You really had time to digest it, so I'm with you.
And so I listened to it Friday. It was dope, like, cause he was just spitting, you know what I'm saying? And then I listened to it this morning on the way to work, and all pretty much throughout the day. And then I listened to it yesterday and some on Sunday. And that shit is hard, boy. I ain't lying. That shit is dope. Like, that shit is hard. He can rap so
What's your favorite
good.
Shit? What's your favorite? What's your stands out? What's your top two standouts? Like, I'll tell you. If all I had was these the two
I got it play
with.
On my phone right now. I got, I like ATM. I like Motivate. Brackets is super fucking dope. That Window Pane is fucking crack. 1985, the last joint on there is ridiculous.
So the whole joint?
Pretty much. And I even like that Kevin Hart, cause I saw the video today. Kevin's Hart's hard. Like, if you ain't seen the video, that shit hard. Kevin Hart is actually in the video.
Kev, listen, let me tell you something. Kevin is following the Beyonce Jay-Z route. And he said, look, if I'm gonna fuck up, I'm gonna make some money off of it.
I'm gonna wear that shit. Let's get this money.
Hey, might as well. I fuck with the Cole. I like it. You had me when I talked to you on Friday, you had me, feeling a different way than I actually felt when I actually listened to it. I kind of took from you, I don't know if that's what you meant, but I kind of took it that it was a little preachy, and
I never said preachy though. You took that.
No, you didn't. That's it. That's what I took from it. From your explanation of the shit. I was like, is it a little bit preachy? Cause I don't really like preachy music. You know what I mean? Like, I like music that I get the message and I can vibe out to it as well. If it's preachy, I'll listen to it, but I'll probably only listen to it once because I'm never in the mood to be preached to. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? So, so that cold shit, like, I played this shit and, you know, went through like the little intro joint, and then it kicks into this K.O.D beat. Nigga, I'm looking at my phone like, this shit hard, and Cole ain't even said shit yet.
Shit crack,
like that K.O.D shit, I'm fucking with that. I love the whole album as well.
K.O.D.
I think Cole did a good job. But I think right now, I probably listened to the joint cause the joint ain't that long. I done probably listened to the joint like 3 or 4 times by now. And, K.O.D and Motivate are probably my favorites cause those are the two I go to when I'm in the car and I got a little bit of time. I get like a playlist in the morning. I have to prep myself, you know what I'm saying, to go in and pick cotton. So
Negro spiritual.
Right. So I gotta get my little song. So that's in like my little rotation along with Moneybag from, you know, Cardi and some other little joints that I got on that joint. So I do them joints, but that Cole, it's a good album, man. It's a good album. He broke some streaming records.
Yeah. Congratulations to that brother.
He replaced Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a hard thing to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? To replace that guy. You know what I'm saying? He got the Midas touch.
North Carolina.
But that shit. Cole, K.O.D, we talked about it, last week. So I would definitely recommend. I think, Cole has a good way of making music, like I said, where he puts the medicine in the dessert. Cause I think sonically it's good music. Like I was afraid, you know what I mean? But sonically it's really good music. And I would recommend that. Like, even if you're not a huge hip hop fan, I think you would love that.
That shit
You
dope.
would love that Cole.
He's so nice. Like, he's so, like, his delivery and the way he puts his shit together, like, cause that nigga hard. That nigga dope, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, shout out to
Cole, man. Yeah, shout out to Cole. Hey, Meek just got freed looking like Martin Luther King in the face.
Shout out to that black man. He definitely, been stressed out. You could
now,
tell.
all
I mean,
y'all Meek supporters.
Like, no homo, but he look, you know what I'm saying? He look
no
like
homo.
He ain't fucking, you know what I mean? Like he look like he's stressed out, but yeah, he don't look like, you know what I mean? It was good to see him.
You said his hairline got pushed back.
Yeah, his hairline and went back on him. He's stressed out.
Or maybe he just didn't have his Beijing person in prison.
His shit been going before, but like his shit, that shit is gone.
Hey, I never paid attention to Meek's hairline. Yeah. So, Meek, now that all of these people, have rooted for you and all of these people have protested for you, if you fuck back up, you gonna let all the people down.
Yeah.
And I get it, like I said in previous podcasts, I get it that, you know, he did some shit and he didn't do some shit at the same time. You know, I really didn't give a shit, but, I know it was a lot of people out there rooting for you, and I feel like you need to, make sure you hold those people down. So whatever you can do to stay out of that joint and give these people, high octave, high tone.
I tweeted
raps,
I could hear that nigga yelling from here when he got, I tweeted that shit. Everybody hit me, that shit was funny. Yeah, I can hear your ass yelling from goddamn Philly as soon as he got out.
I know that's right.
Shout out to him though.
Shout out to Meek though. Shout out to anybody that's getting their freedom. Yeah. So we got Meek out, we got Fab out, we got Jules Santana out, and DMX just went in. So, you know, you gotta trade them out. You know, they ain't gonna let everybody go.
Yeah. Free the nigga X, man. Cause that nigga, they talking about tax evasion and shit. Like, how you gonna pay you back? He fucking in prison. You know what I'm saying? Let the nigga work.
Yeah.
Put the nigga on he makes music. He gets shows. He got them performed all over, you dumbasses. Free that nigga.
Tax evasion or crack evasion?
I mean, I'd rather him be out there smoking crack than fucking.
I'd rather him be in somebody's rehab than be in prison. Yeah. Like, he really needs help. And
he been in rehab though. Like, that nigga he
don't want to get clean.
That's what I'm saying. He been in rehab. Let that nigga do what he do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
especially
you know, hopefully while he in jail.
If I had to pay you back, then, you know what I mean? Like, if I had to pay you fucking back, like.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's fair. Like, I don't feel like you should be able to foreclose on somebody's house and they still owe you for the house. Or repossess somebody's car and they still owe you for the car. Or somebody got to go to jail for tax evasion and they still owe you the taxes. Like,
right. Yeah, especially that.
Like, if I do this, then the rest of that shit should be wiped out.
Yeah. Shit, that's what bankruptcy is. That's why you gotta go bankrupt.
Yeah, true that.
Niggas don't be going bankrupt. Go bankrupt. That shit will help you in the long run. It'll fuck you up for a little bit, but that shit will help you. That's what the white folks do.
Yeah, that's what they do. Y'all gotta get on that white shit. Yeah, true. To help them.
Yeah.
Let's move on into, I got a couple, Brown and Proud shout outs. I want to shout out, Darren Francois from New Orleans. No, not yet. I am shouting him out though. Darren Francois from New Orleans, they got accepted into 83 colleges with $3 million worth of scholarship money. Shout out to you, young brother.
That's hard.
That's what's up. Keep making these white people mad. They was mad when Homeboy got into 20 schools. Right. So they really fuming about you. Hey, keep making them mad, man. Keep making them mad. I want to shout out to Ashley Derby. She's 30 years old and she's opening her second Chick-fil-A. She was the youngest Chick-fil-A franchise owner at 26 when she opened her first location in downtown LA. Oh,
that shit. She rich as fuck.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Ashley, because I want to open some franchises myself. And one day I'm gonna get there.
Subway 25,000.
I'm a little behind the curve.
I heard Subway
I'm not opening a fucking Subway. I wouldn't give Subway couldn't give me 25,000. That shit trash. Chick-fil-A got a lot of rules, but that's what make them so great.
Well, Chick-fil-A, you have to have worked there for a year and a half in order to even get a franchise.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I worked there.
Cause you need to know how that shit works.
Yeah.
You worked at Chick-fil-A?
Nah, I said I would work there. I wanted to work there when I was a kid.
Your ass ain't even nice enough to work at fucking Chick-fil-A.
I know, I got about 5 my pleasures.
Fuck you won't. You need to work at McDonald's. Your personality for McDonald's.
I used to work at McDonald's. I damn sure did.
You know, I never worked at fast food and I really wanted to when I was a teenager, but nobody would hire me. My first job was besides some of you, which was government jobs, my first job was working for the government.
Yep.
When I was 16.
That was my first one. Shout out me and Carmen, my nigga Carmen. We used to work at this we were like junior counselors and shit. It's so wild cause like
junior counselors, I did that too.
Yeah, I was 14 and shit and looking over kids that was like 10 and you know what I'm saying? 9. Right. I be seeing the motherfuckers out there and shit. I be like, damn.
And y'all the same age.
Yeah, we the same age. That's what
How we the same age?
I
used to
think
look
he was
at
so
you
much older than me. I'm like, nah. I'm like, hell nah.
Nah, that's real.
You know
that's
what I mean?
real.
Like,
that's exactly how I be. Like, I be like looking at like Marcus Houston and them from like Immature and shit. I used to take my sister to their concerts.
Right.
Like my little sister.
Yeah.
To their concerts. Like my mom used to be like, you go with her. She used to love them. I'm like, how we the same age now?
Right. Like what the fuck?
How that happen?
Yeah.
So shout out to Ashley. Last but not least, B just brought him up to James Shaw Jr. for attacking and disarming a man who opened fire in a Tennessee Waffle House, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. We talk about so much fuck shit. We gotta say with the dope shit that,
Absolutely.
our people is doing out here,
Absolutely.
man. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
But you ready to get into the fuck shit?
I guess. That's what we're here for, huh?
That's part of the reason we're here. So put your cups up.
I'm drinking a beer. Stella Artois. I'm gonna. I don't want French. Oh, this shit Belgium. I'm sorry, I don't know where I'm at. But nonetheless, still good.
I am drinking. So I'm trying to drink white for the podcast. It's better for my voice. I did because I had fruit in my refrigerator and I said, let me put this in here. So like in 30 minutes when I eat this shit, it's going to be lit. Plans.
What you got, a banana in there?
Pause, fall back.
Oh my God.
I have
Niggas
a strawberry.
You got to pause, goddamn.
Nah, I'll never have a banana in a drink, my nigga. Never.
Why? Oh, you like.
Cause bananas don't go in drinks and
That's
I'm
true.
not fucking sucking a banana. Anyway.
Sheesh. All right.
I got strawberry, pineapple.
You can just bite it.
And it's a tangerine.
Jesus Christ. Got wild in here.
Yeah, it got wild in here. So
Whoa.
put your Artois up.
Yeah, Stella Artois from Belgium.
Because I'm sure this won't be our last time, but it ain't our first and it definitely won't be our last. We gotta get Kanye the fuck up out of here.
What a weirdo.
I'm so over Kanye. I'm always over Kanye,
Yeah.
but I know it's due to his mental health condition. So I don't know if I should be over Kanye or I should give him a pass.
Right.
But, our boy Kanye, after deleting his account last May, a year ago, and he give us Geminis a really bad name, like a really bad name. But maybe because Gemini season is coming back around soon, he decided to reactivate his Twitter. And we were excited at first because Kanye said he was dropping a bunch of new music from the Sunken place. His words, not mine, even though I totally agree. He said his album was dropping, which was gonna have 7 songs on it. He said Pusha T was dropping in May. He said him and K.O.D had an album that was coming out, in June. Tiana Taylor coming out in June. He even said Nas was coming out in June. And all these albums he was producing himself. But in true Kanye fashion, he went left. Just as soon as we got happy, Kanye said, oh, let me turn that smile upside down. He tweeted a bunch of stuff, but some of the things that stand out is he just tweeted, just stop lying. Just stop lying. We don't know who he talking about. Could be his imaginary friend. Could be somebody that's, real and his agent or something. Could be Kim.
Yeah.
Could be whoever. And then I think one of the most controversial tweets, he said, I love the way Candace Owens thinks.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Let me educate you people, who Candace Owens is in case y'all don't know. Y'all should know. But Candace Owens, we don't fuck with her. She's a far right YouTuber. She's anti-black, anti-LGBTQ. She called for all immigrants to go back home. She's basically the black version of Tommy Loren.
So she's black and she's anti-black?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So just last week, Candace described a group of Black Lives Matter protesters in California as whiny toddlers pretending to be oppressed for attention.
I can't wait
That's
till
a problem.
I can't wait till a white motherfucker run up on her with that one too. Like,
with that Me Too.
Yeah, like, hey, you're not black. I mean, you're not white, so we're gonna beat the fuck out of you and get away with it.
Like that, I just can't. She problematic as fuck. And Kanye, like, out of all the people he could have said something about, that's who he picked. And then to make it even more odd, and Kanye, like, Ebro from Hot 97 said he had a conversation with Ye, right? And, part of that conversation was him insisting that Kanye remains out of touch with majority of the issues that's plaguing, African Americans these days. And he said, Kanye yelled, "We don't want to be acting like niggas out here. We just don't want to be niggas out here. Let's stop being niggas out here." And then he said, "I love Donald Trump. I love him." So
shit, I get like, so I'm wondering, like, damn, did he tell Ebro that shit in confidence? And like,
it don't matter, cause you know what line of business Ebro is in. So Ebro aired that shit out, and then the next day Kanye called on air, and Ebro was basically like, "Yo, what up, bro? Like, you want to talk about this shit? Whatever. And Kanye just kept saying, "I love you. I love you." He wouldn't answer none of the questions. He just repeated, "I love you," over and over again. In a weird way. It wasn't just "I love you." It was kind of, he back in the sunken place. He off his meds or whatever. I just don't understand how the person who made Spaceships, All Falls Down,
Spaceships
Never
so
Let
dope.
Me Down, all of these pro-black songs. We can go on for early Kanye, you know, and how woke he seemed to be. How does this person turn into this person that we see before us?
Good question. I mean, I was listening to Charlamagne podcast and shit, and he met with bruh like last week or week before last, some shit like that. And he was like, Kanye, he was like, he actually, it's funny because when I asked if he should have told that nigga in confidence versus whatever he sold to Charlamagne ain't say what the fuck they talked about. And then you got Ebro that did, so kind of let you know two levels of people. But anyway, he was just basically saying, like, he was like, "Yo, Kanye just a regular motherfucker, man." He was like, he's a lot of shit has happened to him that has caused him to be, you know what I'm saying, like, mentally unstable. He was like, his fucking wife got robbed. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what I mean? As far as him.
Yeah, we all got people that got robbed. What else?
Nah.
We all got parents who died. What else?
You never had your spouse fucking die. I mean, get robbed and like in Paris and shit.
I've had my father get robbed and get shot and killed.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that.
You know what I mean?
I'm
like,
just saying, but it's even more different because his mom died. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people deal with it, but you can't say the way you dealt with it is any different than what, I mean, it could be totally different from what he has dealt with. Like, people deal with stress in totally different ways.
But it seems like the where this is leading to, like, I get it. People snap. Everybody ain't the same.
Right.
But what is your people around you doing? Like, they should be holding you down. Like, Kim shouldn't be letting him go out on these rants and shit. Like, your spouse got robbed. Okay. Your spouse is also showing off, putting herself in a position where she can get robbed. I'm not saying that's okay that she got robbed, but you know what I'm saying? What are y'all doing to help this man's mental health?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, bro. That nigga crazy. I just want him to put out some good music because I know that shit finna come. But you gotta think, like, people who make music are fucking nuts. Every last one of them damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but, and that's my next question. Like, is Kanye really crazy, or he just trying to perpetuate this stereotype that if you're a genius, you crazy?
He probably, combination. Like, he probably sees it. Like, you know what I'm saying? His weirdness is working. I mean, he's a pretty smart, intelligent fella, obviously. So he's a pretty good marketer in terms of how he presents himself. And regardless if you like it or not, you still gonna pay to see it. You know what I'm saying? Similar to like Adrien.
I don't know if that's true.
That's definitely true.
We'll talk about him later. I don't buy Kanye shit.
You stream it.
Yeah, I'll stream it because I pay my $10. No, I love Kanye musically.
So you haven't purchased like Kanye music?
I've never purchased a Kanye album. No, I could be lying. I purchased early Kanye. I've definitely purchased, I purchased Watch the Throne.
Yep.
And this is not about his music. It's not about,
that's what I'm saying, but you're still paying for admission though. Regardless, you're still paying for admission. You know what I mean? And I mean that saying that you still come to support him.
But I'm supporting Kanye, but musically, but it has nothing to do with, his promotion.
Well, his promotion is himself, though. I think like his promotion is the entire like body of work that he is, and I believe obviously music is a good percentage of that pie chart, but his personality still may not be for you, but a lot of people they're still drawn to him.
I
because
don't know a lot of people who is into Kanye from a personality standpoint, and mainly because of the black shit.
I'm just mainly
but it's a difference between the people who's he's an artist, and I give him that, and he makes great music. Like, well, when he wants to make great music, he makes great music. Because that Yeezus shit was the purest form of trash.
He still had
but The Life of Pablo is probably in my top 10 albums. I still listen to that on a very frequent basis.
808.
But like I said, last week with the whole Nicki Minaj thing, and, like you getting to a point where I gotta put you in the Kanye category. Like, I'll listen to your music, but anything outside of that, like, it's just kind of crazy. And I feel like, people ain't looking out for him like they should. I feel like you have a whole family now. Like, ain't no excuse. Like, they should be looking, even though they can't control your every move.
Right.
But I feel like Kim and his new Armenian family should be able to keep him so he not embarrassing himself. Like, at the end of the day, I gotta lay down.
But how you know that's how you feel, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, he might goddamn love Donald Trump, and he might, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how he feel, like, you can't put a button on that because
I can't put a button on it because there is no way that you can be black and still fuck with somebody who's anti-black. Like, that shit don't make sense. I understand,
but some people feel that way. Like, that shit is just what it is. I don't agree with it, clearly, because I'm pro-black than a motherfucker, but at the end of it, like, if that's how you feel and you say it, like, I can't fool with you. Like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, man. Rap. And then I want to hear you talk about it in rap. You know what I'm saying? But as far as on a personal level, like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Cause you say some stupid shit just like anybody. Like, I don't know. You gotta separate the two. I'm good at separating the two.
My question is it calculated stupid shit, or do you really feel like this stupid shit?
It's so hard to tell. I
exactly. The lines are really blurred.
Yeah, they're definitely blurred. Just put out some music. I want to hear like dope.
Yeah,
Real
I
Friends.
just want to hear the music.
Real
like,
Friends.
I could do the music until he fuck up to the point where he on R. Kelly level, because I'm still mourning R. Kelly. And when I say mourning,
that
like,
shit sucks.
R. Kelly got shit, man.
Man, if you been to R. Kelly show, that shit is
R. Kelly got
show.
music, man.
And that shit sucks to hear weirdo.
He's made it to the point where I can't even support you with a stream. And I feel like I'm at a disadvantage because I love R. Kelly music.
So you're gonna, so if it come on the radio, you're gonna turn it?
No, I probably won't turn it because I don't contribute to that, but I try my best. And all I can say is I try my best, because sometimes the shit might come on in a playlist or, whatever. If I'm in my right mind, like, I'll just switch the shit because I don't believe in what he does that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and he makes great music. You know what I'm saying? But when you so far gone and whatever your behavior is that I just can't agree with, like, Trump could drop a fire album and I can't listen to it because that's how much I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga on your block that you don't fuck with, that used to beat you up, and he drop an album, you can't fuck with that shit just cause that shit him. You ain't gonna be rocking to that shit in the fucking house. You know what I mean? So I just don't want Kanye to get to the point with this, especially the black shit. Like, all the other crazy shit I can deal with, but I can't be black and listen to you discredit black people and discredit the struggle when I know you was spaceships. You was all falls down. You know what I'm saying? You was Bush don't like black people. And I get it. It's a mental thing. So me personally, I'm trying to kind of separate it, but at the end of the day, I feel like the more we condone it, the more he gonna do it. And his wife don't give a shit about black shit. None of them give a fuck about black shit unless it's black dick. So if it ain't black dick, they really don't give a fuck about it.
Right.
Or, whatever else they do to appropriate black culture, because everybody want to be black until it's time to be black.
Yeah. Till the police come. Everybody only black. Till
the police come. Then you're a rich white woman.
Yeah.
Hey, so with this whole, on to the better part of it, whose album are you looking forward to the most out of this list?
Well, I'm a huge Nas fan. Nas is one of my favorite rappers of all time, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Definitely, I'm looking forward to the Ye shit. Tiana Taylor's amazing. I'm listening pretty much to all them shits. I'm cool on K.O.D and Kanye actually make very good music together, so I'm pretty sure that shit
K.O.D and Kanye together might be
that shit hard, 'cause
pretty
they got one
dope
song
on the album.
What's that shit on 808? That's one of my favorite songs on 808, and it's the shit with 808s and Heartbreak.
But you can't remember it.
I can't fucking remember. I pull it up on my phone. But damn how that shit go. My mama, sister for my kids. I forgot the name of that shit. I think it's called Heartbreak, but that was a dope ass. I love that. That's one of my favorite Kanye albums, that 808s and Heartbreaks. But I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be dope. But Pusha gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to all that shit. Anything good music is gonna be hard.
I'm a little upset that his album only gonna be 7 songs. To me, that's just like a long EP. But Kanye, them shits might be motherfucking 16 minutes a piece. Mm-hmm. So you never know with that nigga. Pusha I feel like Pusha don't get enough credit. Pusha is one of my favorites. Like, I fuck with Pusha heavy.
Pusha can rap Clip. Like a motherfucker.
I fuck with Pusha heavy. Tiana Taylor, I love Tiana Taylor as a brand, as a person. Her music was cool.
Her music is dope.
My
her
vibe,
first album was crack.
I don't know. I don't really.
Did you listen to her first album?
Yeah, I listened to it a couple times, but I like a little bit more hip hop influence from Tiana Taylor. It was like a real sultry.
That shit was hard.
And I don't know. I think, I kind of fell in love with Tiana Taylor from Google Me.
Baby,
from that song.
Me. That shit was that was
Tiana could rap a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wanted to see a little bit of more of that in there, but she was just trying to be like 100% sexy. And I feel like Tiana is like that all of, you know what I mean? She like a round the way girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she could do the sexy shit, but she could do the tomboy shit.
She more Monica than she is Brandy.
I can go with that. I can go with that. Like, I just hope like it's a little bit more, hip hop influence, because I don't know. I just wasn't, feeling, well, I don't think it was bad. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying when I have in mind what I like from Tiana Taylor, it has a little bit more hip hop influence.
I feel.
And I'm interested to see what a Nas Kanye album, sound like.
Crack,
I like Nas. I feel like Nas can rap. Nas gets a little preachy at times. Nas is either like great beat, great everything, or it gets preachy for me. So Nas is always a hit or miss for me. So I'm interested to see what these chopped up soul beats gonna sound like with Nas. And I feel like Kanye can do for Nas what he did for Hove. Like, I saw Kanye's influence on Watch the Throne. And if he can do that with Nas, I'm 100% here for it.
I'm interested to see, that shit gonna be dope. Like, I'd love to see, I wish Ross could have, like, whenever Nas get with Ross, that nigga makes some amazing music. They make amazing music together. So I wish he could have kind of co-produced the shit, or I don't know. But I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with it. That shit gonna be dope.
Yeah. So, Kanye as a whole, this whole segment, what are you giving it? You giving it leadership?
The fact that he's coming out with music is dope. And that other shit, he's fuck that dumb shit. That shit is weirdo shit. Stop being a weirdo. Goddamn. Stop being a weirdo. That shit trash. I mean, how I feel. I'm pro-black than a motherfucker, so if you ain't with us, you against us. But new music, I'm excited because I'm pretty sure he's gonna discuss that shit, and that it's gonna be creative how he does it. So we'll see. But I'm excited about the new music shit.
I think it's lit, because of the music, and what I can say about Kanye and all this bullshit, that he's putting out there, whether it's because he's off his meds or he truly believed that, it's a train wreck. So it's a good show to watch. You'll always have something to entertain you and something to, converse about when Kanye is around. So, right. But Kim, come on, man. Do your duty. Stop taking these selfies and take care of your husband, man.
Right.
For real. So, we're still back on people who need meds. Bow Wow.
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo too.
So Bow Wow hit, basically, every, platform he could hit, with his, thoughts of suicide. So he hit Instagram saying it's 5 a.m. and I'm waking up with a big fuck you to life. He went on Snap. He said, if I die today, I will be mad for 3 reasons. Because I'm leaving my daughter, my mom, and my girl. Other than that, I would be on vacay. He hit Twitter to say, I feel like jumping off this balcony. And then when somebody tweeted him like a suicide hotline and all that, the nigga came back and said, I'm not gonna do nothing. It's just a figure of speech. I woke up to bad news. But last week, if you remember, and I know B, you listened to this interview as well, cause we both had grievances with it. He went on Breakfast Club, and when asked about his mental health, he said that people don't understand. I done lapped the world 8 times. It's like he said, me coming into the game young and seeing so much, sometimes I question life. Like, damn, what else is out there for me to do? I want y'all to note too, while y'all taking this story in and possibly feeling sorry for Bow Wow. I don't know if we should or we shouldn't, but he has an album coming out, and the title of his album is Suicide spelled backwards. So is this promotion or is it real?
Man, fuck that shit. That nigga corny. You a fucking weirdo. Shut the fuck up. Kill yourself. If you gonna fucking kill yourself, fucking kill yourself. Like,
damn it, man.
Like, I mean, don't fucking play with it. Like, hey, look at me. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, I'm not gonna kill myself. Like, get fuck out of here, bro. Like, either do it or don't. Like, ain't nobody got time for all that shit. I'm about jumping off a balcony. Nigga, you gonna break your legs. You ain't even gonna kill yourself, right, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
you just gonna be
jump out the plane
for no reason.
with no parachute if you want to fucking die. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't be giving niggas no sympathy because I know that shit ain't genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is disingenuous as fuck. Like, you just want, that shit is corny. Like, especially like, cause suicide is some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
real shit.
Like, people, I know several people that have killed themselves over frivolous, fucking stupid ass reasons. I don't really think there's no reason to kill yourself in my personal opinion, but, it's neither here nor there. But, that shit is some real shit. So that shit clearly affects people. You know what I'm saying? In a real way. So like you making like a mockery of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that shit ain't right. And that shit is some fuck shit. Like, I think that's bigger fuck shit than the shit with Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, that shit is life and death. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, and that shit affects people. So if you gonna kill yourself, nigga, kill your fucking self. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. And you gotta understand, like, I feel like a lot of these celebrities, not that it's necessarily your job, but it's kind of something you signed up for. And when you coming out here, you saying dumb shit like that, if you don't really mean it, first of all, you got fans who really care about you. I mean, like fanatics that's home upset because you thinking about killing yourself. You know what I mean? If Hov said he was gonna kill himself, I would feel away. So, you know what I mean? Like, you got people who really look up to you, and then if that's what you saying you gonna do, that's what they saying, okay, then this the shit I should do when shit get tough. But the other problem I had with this little nigga is you saying, I done did so much shit, ain't shit to do but kill myself. So you trying to stunt?
Yeah, like.
And be mentally ill at the same time, my nigga?
You know what? I'm finna stunt so hard on y'all niggas, I'm about to die.
Dog. Like, have you seen 13 Reasons Why on Netflix?
Nah, I ain't seen that shit. I ain't want to be depressed.
13 Reasons Why, you can fast forward if this is a spoiler alert, but we already know the plot is a girl kills herself, right? And she leaves these 13 tapes to the people who basically contributed to her killing herself. One of the things that, kind of blew me about the shit, because I felt like the reason she killed herself was really to get back at people versus, you know what I mean?
Bitch,
versus.
they still living.
Yeah, like you wanted
win.
to say, look at what you did to me. You treated me bad. And again, kind of piggybacking off what B Hill said kind of about Kanye. You never know like how shit impacts people, and little shit impact people differently. You know what I'm saying? Shit, and some fuck shit did happen to her. However, the way she went about the shit, it wasn't nothing she couldn't survive from. And I don't feel like she was going through that much mental turmoil the way the show was projected. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just basically wanted to be like, oh, I wasn't one of the cool kids. Y'all fucking did this shit to me. So I'm gonna make all y'all feel bad for the rest of y'all life by killing myself. And she had like loving parents. She had like all that. So I didn't really see, in that particular show, and I'm not a professional, so this is just my podcaster ass opinion on this. I just feel like she did it for attention. Like it to me. Attention, I think, versus I'm really going through something. And this is what Bow Wow's giving me. Although I don't think he would ever kill himself.
He's too vain
I don't
to kill
personally
himself.
think that. Right, he's definitely too vain to kill himself.
Yeah,
you know
he just putting
like,
on, man. Niggas is weirdos. Like, nigga, he mentally ill too, though. Cause you gotta understand, like, when you had this certain level of success for the vast majority, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't imagine growing up being rich as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And droves and droves of motherfucking people like coming out to see me, and then that shit just stops one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the addiction. So that drug.
Attention is the addiction.
Yeah, the drug is the attention, the fame, and everything that comes along with it. And that shit dries up. Like, and it's really actually super, it resonates a lot based on what K.O.D just dropped that last song, the fucking, what's the name of that shit on his goddamn album? What's the name of it? Oh, the 1985 shit where he was like not really dissing the little niggas, but giving the little nigga game when he was like his stepdad and shit, and telling him exactly how that shit happened. That shit was Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you following, Bow Wow didn't necessarily follow trends per se, but like, he just, it kind of got to a point where your fans grow up and they stop coming to see you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, niggas ain't trying to hear, like, you know what I'm saying? All that little Bow Wow shit.
Fresh as on me.
Yeah, niggas ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
You ain't right.
Yeah, I mean, so I think that shit just whooped him. You know what I mean? Like,
so basically what we boiling this down to is, although this shit is for attention, it's still a mental health condition.
Absolutely.
Because his brain fucked up from not having the fame that he used to have.
What's the shit, the endorphins that go off? Like, that nigga was getting high off that shit. You know what I mean? Like, getting high off that shit.
Dopamine going to your brain. He was
on dope early. You think about, you know what I'm saying? He was on dope as a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, so that shit.
But you still living, you know what I mean? Like, you still living a great life. Like, you're living a life better than 95% of people. You know what I mean? Like, financially. Like, I mean, and I know money ain't everything, but don't come like, yo, I stunt so hard, ain't shit else for me to do but kill myself.
Yeah.
But like,
all right, well, turn up then, nigga. Turn up, stunt, nigga. Goddamn stunning man.
Do you think the label should So Def or whoever he signed to, like, do you feel like they should endorse this behavior if it is a rollout for this album? Cause they like, yo, Bow Wow might kill himself. This might be his last album. It's called Suicide. First of all, I don't think nobody clamoring to get to a Bow Wow album.
Nah.
Let's make that clear. Cause JD used to write for him when he was a kid. Yeah. And he okay. He ain't the worst rapper out, but he ain't nothing where you like, ooh, that new Bow Wow.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't know if it's a ploy or not, but I mean, I don't know. Shit. Marketing is crazy. So whatever you gotta use to get some shit, generate some, you know what I mean? That's just the day and age that we're in where you have to make a play on using suicide as a marketing ploy, which is fucking wild. But I mean, that's your only option. You grasping at straws and that's the last straw available, I guess. You ain't got no choice.
Shit, that's true.
Because at the end of the day, it's still a business. True. So if you got to generate whatever you can to generate, I mean, shit. The Logic nigga, his biggest song was about suicide. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I guess it's
like a prevention.
Yeah, it's a prevention suicide. You know,
not an advocacy type shit. Like, everybody kill yourself because you got too much money, too much bitches.
I went to Australia.
Too many cars.
For me, I got to, you know what I mean? Boy, I ain't got shit. Ain't nothing else to do. Shit.
Ain't nothing else to do. This whole wide, vast world. And you partied and fucked in every location and now you don't know what to do.
Who wants to go to Australia for a nighttime? I'm out of here.
Exactly.
Like, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. I'm dead. Fuck out of here.
Listen, my public service announcement to Bow Wow, like, if you really are suffering from, mental health conditions where you feel like you want to kill yourself. Killing yourself is never the answer, and to get some help. Please get some help. Now, on the flip side of that, if you just doing this for some attention, then kill yourself. Like, cause that shit corny as fuck.
Right.
Like, don't do that shit, because you leading other people to do shit that you making it seem like, oh, this the shit to do. After you've had a good life, you just need the time to fuck out. Like, nah, that shit corny. So I'm hoping, from Fresh at the Ain't Shit Show podcast, I'm hoping that you really do have some conditions so that you can go get some help for them shits.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Go get some help for them shits,
right.
man. So this Bow Wow shit, I pretty much know what it is, but it's shit for me. What is it for you?
No, I'm rocking.
Man, Bow Wow, get some help, man. Get some help. Cause it's corny. You ain't impressing nobody, with this talk. Let's talk about your man. You wanted to talk about this guy and your nigga Adrien Broner, man. So, he been wilding the fuck out.
Coons. If you don't know Adrien Broner, he's a boxer that's like, he's another fucking weird. Niggas be weird as fuck, man. Like, this shit is amazing. Like, I'm weird, but I ain't no goddamn weirdo. Niggas be weirdos. Like,
nah, it's a difference between weird and weirdos.
No doubt. Absolutely.
And he's definitely in the weirdo category.
That nigga's the worst.
So, Adrien Broner, he wilded out before and after his fight. He fought Jesse Vargas, in Brooklyn on Saturday night. He talked big shit before the fight, which boxers do, you know what I'm saying? But, if you're gonna talk shit, you should at least just be a little bit intelligent with the shit that you talk. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind niggas talking shit, cause that's the sport. I talk shit. I love talking shit. But at least have a little bit of, like, have a GED with your talking shit. Like, he was talking about some damn, like, I'm gonna beat them like they used to beat, like they beat, Martin Luther King when he meant Rodney King.
He might have meant Martin Luther King, though. That's the thing.
Martin
Luther King used to get his ass whooped. That nigga used to be fucked up and shit.
Beat him?
Yeah, they used to whoop Martin Luther King. That nigga used to go to prison. That nigga went to prison like 25 times.
I know he used to go to prison. He used to get up, caught up in,
niggas used to snuff Martin and
shit.
Yeah. So, they ain't beat him like Rodney King, but he may have meant that, like, but either way, the shit was the dumbest shit. Like, it was like a record scratch in my crib. Like, everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, it was the whole, if you have a chance, I would say, if you like boxing, watch the fight, cause it was a great fight. But
it's not a great fight if the shit ended in a draw.
It was a good fight. It's definitely, that doesn't matter. If it's a good fight, that means everybody was getting busy. Them niggas was fighting like shit.
Nah, that mean I wasted my time. I don't believe in that. I know you about to go into your stance of I'm a boxing fan and I really like boxing. And I get that. But to the average person, like, if don't nobody get knocked out or don't nobody win, like, I feel like I just wasted my fucking time.
Nah.
Hence with these episodes of ATL, where I feel like I'm just watching random shit.
I ain't watched the past two. I need to catch up on it.
Listen, Childish Gambino, I'm getting fed up with these random ass episodes. Like, they don't tie together and I'm getting a little frustrated with it. Now, if this was just a variety show where everything is supposed to be a whole different show every episode, I may or may not rock, but I need some type of tie together, some type of conclusion versus you got this deal and you just spitting out everything creative.
Yeah.
In your fucking brain. But going back to the topic at hand, he also said Vargas said, we went at it for 12 rounds and Broner replied, we didn't go at it. That's gay. That's gay. Like, come on, my nigga.
I swear. Like, you have to really watch it. Like, reading it doesn't do it justice. These niggas was arguing like they was like in 5th grade.
It was a lie. I just pulled out like the highlights like for that shit. In
5th grade, they were like, I beat your ass. No, I beat your ass. He's like, I'm ready to go right now. And he was and Adrien Broner was like, saying some shit. He was like, the Vargas nigga was like, you need to settle down. Like, these niggas is arguing in the middle of, like, they at it. Like, these niggas just finished boxing and fighting. This nigga talking about, you need to settle down, bro.
I think Adrien Broner think he funny, and I don't know if the boxing community, maybe y'all do think he funny, but he said some shit like, after a draw, which is just nobody won fight. It said, he was not finished. He said, let's go to my town. I want to fight him where I'm from. It's hella Mexicans in here and they booing me and shit. They want rice and chicken. I want some motherfuckers that want some conies around me. They in Brooklyn, my nigga. He act like they was in Mexico or some shit. Like, I want some niggas from Long Island with some fucking hot dogs around me. Like I'm like, so is that funny to niggas?
Coon nigga I've ever met in my life. Like, he just be goddamn.
And I'm surprised you don't find him funny, cause you be finding the most bullshit funny to me.
You don't be saying nothing funny. That shit ain't funny. It's not
he like Andrew Schultz of boxing.
Definitely not.
Like, you love Andrew Schultz.
Schultz
of boxing.
Schultz is funny as fuck. He's a comedian. Clearly he's funny. He sells out shows, so some people like him.
Anybody can sell out a fucking 50-room venue.
Not you. I mean, like, you know,
you don't know what I can do, my nigga.
As a comedian,
you don't know
what
I can do.
You may well, but I mean, what I'm saying is, like, he's a comedian, so he's funny. Clearly, people find him funny because he goes throughout the country and does.
I think he has a particular audience. I think you are in his audience. Like, he gives like locker room comedy. Like, it's no thought, it's no intelligence to it. It's just like niggas in the locker room
his own,
saying ha 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 ha. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just not my brand of comedy. But you know, fuck Andrew Schultz. He ain't getting no times on my shit because he's a fucking worst to me. I wouldn't care if Andrew Schultz, I never heard from him again. But back to Adrien Broner. So we don't find him funny. And he's lost hella fights, so he can't even talk shit like Floyd, because at least Floyd ain't lost no fight.
Yeah, that nigga lost 4.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well,
yeah,
actually,
you lost 4
He
fights.
lost 3. He got a draw. But it was a good ass fucking fight though. That nigga, I tell you what pissed him off for real. That nigga was Adrien Broner was hitting that nigga with all his goddamn power and might, and that motherfucking Mexican. If you know anything about boxing, like, traditionally Spanish people have like the strongest chins, meaning they can take punches and shit. That motherfucker AB was hitting that nigga with 3, 4, 5 punch combos, like bow, 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 bow. And that motherfucker would just look at his ass and keep coming, like, God damn, that's what really pissed him off. Like, he ain't win and he couldn't knock that motherfucker out, cause he was hitting that motherfucker like, I'm talking about like square in the fucking forehead and shit, and on nothing. Bro just came back like, come on, let's keep going, bro.
Do you feel like boxing is exciting as it was back in the day when heavyweights was lit?
That shit is, hell yeah, that shit is. I'm a boxing fan. My daddy like used to watch boxing a lot, so I know like the sweet science of it. And it was 3 knockouts. Well, it wasn't Adrien Broner didn't have a knockout, but the 2 previous fights before that, one little nigga Gervonta Davis, he fight under Floyd, and this other nigga named Charlo, I forgot his first name. They got twins. They both knock niggas out. You know what I'm saying? Like, cold sleep. That shit was amazing. Like, you know what I mean? First 3 rounds. So yes, for me it is. I still like it.
Do you feel like, outside of your personal opinion, do you feel like boxing is as big as it was back in the day when the heavyweights was?
I mean, it's just not as in abundance and shit. So like the way MMA, not to get too sporty on y'all, but MMA is dope just from a business model though. But MMA has like the best 2 people fight at all the time. So if 1 and 2 fight, and it ain't 6 months like boxing. Boxing be like 6 to 9 months and shit. That shit be like every 2 months. So the allure and the attraction is there because the best 2 motherfuckers is gonna fight soon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't got to wait all that time. But in boxing, like, you got mad different divisions and shit. Like, you got the IBC and all this, like 5, 6 different divisions. So like, it ain't just one belt, you know what I'm saying? And the best don't always necessarily fight. Like, the 1 and 2 don't always fight. So that part, the business model of it is kind of what ruined boxing, in my opinion, because it's not as accessible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not it used to be Friday night fights and shit. When I was growing up, be on NBC and CBS on regular TV. It ain't like that no more. So
I feel like when I was growing up and heavyweight boxing was the shit, when you had your Mike Tysons and your Riddick Bowes and your Evander Holyfields and all your big niggas. Like, it shut the city down. Like, it wasn't niggas doing nothing else.
But niggas used to, but like Ray, but Sugar Ray Leonard and shit, he got them used to do him.
That's kind of before my time.
Nah, that's around the same time.
Nah, I don't remember that.
Sugar Ray Leonard?
That was like,
that shit was in the 80s. Like, that shit was.
Yeah, like, I'm talking about 90s, I guess. I guess I didn't.
Yeah. See, I've been watching that shit since I was
a child. Like, you was not watching boxing in the 80s, nigga.
I definitely was.
You was just born in 85.
My daddy used to watch boxing. like, I've been watching boxing. Like, my daddy used to watch that shit, so it won't like the options of us having mad TVs in my house. It was whatever the fuck my daddy was watching.
That's true.
You know
That's true. That's true.
So if I was 6
that's
and
true.
goddamn the fight was on and I was up, we watching the goddamn fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't really know until like the heavyweight shit, and it's like seeing two big niggas like go at it. Like, I don't really like seeing these fucking middle school size niggas fight. Like,
yeah, niggas be little as
hell. I don't know.
Niggas
they be like 120, 130, and 140.
Yeah.
Like, y'all could be two Instagram honeys
fighting. Good heavyweights out there. Deontay Wilder, he's funny.
When it's gonna get popping then? I want to see some heavyweight niggas.
Deontay Wilder, all you gotta do, that nigga he be knocking niggas out in like 3 minutes. Like, word up. Like, that nigga.
So why he ain't bigger? Like, why he ain't surpassed the boxing community until
he the heavyweight champion. He been the heavyweight champ for like fucking 6 years. Like,
I've never heard his name ever.
He was on the Breakfast Club 2 weeks ago. He said he wanted to kill a nigga in the ring. All that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit went viral and all type of shit. He said he wanted to kill a nigga in the ring. I said, God damn, he big as fuck, Alabama country nigga.
Oh, I think I did hear a clip from that where he said his goal is to like kill a nigga in the ring. Like a nigga drop dead in the ring.
That nigga be doing all type of shit. That nigga be doing like backflips and punching niggas and shit.
Well, I want to watch that. That sound entertaining. That sound entertaining, man. So this Adrien shit, yeah, it's litter shit.
Shitty witty.
Yeah, it's shit to me too, cause I just don't like
him. He's a weirdo, man.
Hey, real quick though, Fab and Emily B was seen back together at fucking Coachella.
Surprise.
Are we, right? I was like, are we surprised about that?
Nah.
Should we care if she don't care, or we should care because it's Better Woman syndrome?
Nah, I don't give a shit about that. Them niggas gonna love motherfuckers. Goddamn hoes still with Tyrone from Walmart. He done cheated on your ass 50 times and done beat you up and shit. Love how you love. I can't tell you how to love as long as it ain't detrimental to your health, or if it is, if you okay with it.
If you losing teeth, ma, it's definitely detrimental.
If you okay with it, shit, I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm gonna get my PSA. Love shouldn't hurt.
No doubt.
Love shouldn't physically hurt.
That, yeah. If I got to hit you, if we in a relationship, I ain't got to be hitting you and shit to show you I love you. That shit is weird. That's some more weirdo shit.
And if you think a nigga hitting you, or anybody, not just a nigga, if you think anybody putting their hands on you, male or female, anybody putting their hands on you is love, it ain't. And you need to find somebody who appreciates you, or you might need some time alone so you can learn to appreciate yourself so that somebody can appreciate you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drop that right now, and I'm gonna already say that, you know what I'm saying, like, it surprised me with Fab, but, you know, still the facts kind of remains that he knocked this chick teeth out. Whether it was this one time, allegedly.
Proven in court.
He definitely would have tweeted, I didn't knock her teeth out. But, you know, hopefully that didn't happen, but I feel like something with it happened. And so I'm just gonna say that shit because there's a lot of people in fucking abusive relationships because they don't know no other type of love. So if you are in that type of relationship, get out.
All the wrong places. Yeah.
And that was B Hills. So heartfelt, PSA.
Yeah.
So we gonna leave out of litter shit. You ready to go into Ain't Shit in 2 cents?
Sure. Do we have a letter today?
Have we not had a letter?
I'm excited.
Always be excited.
I know. I'm just excited.
So we're about to get into Ain't Shit in 2 cents. Ain't Shit in 2 cents is our listener letter segment where we give advice to people who clearly don't care about getting advice from people who drink a lot. And my fruit is marinating right now.
Her banana. She
and
about
I
to
feel
suck
a little
her banana.
lazy. Never a banana, my nigga. Never a banana.
I don't have to suck a banana. Jesus Christ. How do you eat bananas? You just bite them, you know?
We have a letter today. Don't listen to shit B Hill saying at this moment.
Suck a banana.
So, I'm gonna start giving these shits to you to read so that you can fumble and shit while you feeling away.
Okay.
So here's the letter that we have this week.
You gotta close your eyes.
I'm never closing my eyes while talking to you, my nigga, ever. So here's the letter. It says, it's from anonymous. I don't have any name. It says, this is my first time writing into a podcast, but welcome. I wanted y'all opinions on the issue I'm dealing with. And this joint a little crazy too. So just a little backstory. A few years ago.
Real, man. I mean, I know they're real, but goddamn, I'm so interested. I'm intrigued like fuck. Cause we be getting some good shit.
Yeah, we get good shit. That's why I be trying to pick them shits out.
Yeah.
Some shits be dumb.
Yeah.
Not dumb. Y'all write in whatever y'all want to write in. I'm sorry for saying that it was dumb.
Man.
Write in whatever y'all want to write in, but
don't leave us.
This is a show, so I try to pick out the best ones that I have. And like I said last podcast, I'm getting low, but some people wrote in, so keep writing in, keep writing in.
Keep writing in.
Anyway, I don't want to interrupt this story because I feel like it got some little substance to it that made me feel away. But, it say just a little backstory. A few years ago, I was struck with an autoimmune condition that left me partially paralyzed. Over the years, I've gone through therapy, and through the strength of God, I've gotten a lot of my functionality back. There's still a road ahead of me before I get to my original self, but I am progressing. I am going through my journey, and as I'm going through my journey, I had an idea for an app that was service the handicapped community. I reached out to an old friend that had a technology company on the side, and we decided to do business together. I gave her a very large sum of money to build the app, and after I gave her the money, she ghosted me. She is not returning my calls or emails, and it has been over a year. I don't want to get lawyers involved because she is a black woman and someone I've known for years. However, I'm hurt that she would take advantage of me like this. She knows my struggle, and she knows this app is to help an underserved community. Should I just let go and let God, or possibly take legal actions against my so-called friend?
Second
from
one,
Anonymous.
The latter. Fuck up.
Go ahead.
Hell no.
Give it a little bit of.
Hell no. You got black woman, yellow woman, goddamn alien. If motherfuckers steal from me,
money, that's all that matters.
That's you. Hell no. Shit, my mama steal from me. Hey mom, I'm gonna give you a chance.
Hey, we got problems. You gotta square up.
Hell yeah, we gotta shoot the one, mom. Fuck that.
I gotta shoot you in your pinky toe.
I ain't lying. Something gonna happen. Yeah, man, hell no. Get your take legal action, motherfucker. Like, send her a certified letter and let her know what's happening. Like, I'm finna, I go to the post office, send her a certified letter to wherever she lives. If she doesn't respond, cause when you get a certified letter, you get a receipt back that they received the letter. She makes no response. Give her like a certain time frame to respond. If she doesn't respond within that time frame, you need to contact a lawyer.
Nah, I agree.
Still contact the lawyer. Matter of fact, fuck that shit. Don't even play around. Like, I understand if the loyalty and all that, she don't give a damn. She ain't loyal to you because she stole your shit from you. So, all that shit is out the window, in my opinion. Like, you burned that bridge. You can't come back cross. So, fuck that shit. Hell no.
Facts. I'm with B Hill 1000% on this papers. One. Friendship is friendship until it's business. You know what I mean? And when it's business, it's business. This ain't got nothing. And just even piggybacking off the friendship shit, if you would do some shit like this, then we ain't friends.
Ain't been friends, clearly.
We never been friends. You know what I'm saying? And you said it's been a year, my nigga. They can build a whole city in a year. Like, you talking about building a fucking app in a year, and you gave them whatever amount of money for that, and they ducking you? Nah, you need to get your paper, fam.
Yeah,
like,
especially if you got receipts and all that. Take all that shit with you to the lawyer and say, what's up? Like, hey, look, I got a case. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit to civil. I mean, you ain't even got to necessarily, you could take that shit to civil court it depends on how much money it is. If it's several thousands of dollars, then I would refer you to an attorney. But otherwise, you can do I deal with lawsuits and shit. You can file a pro se lawsuit against that motherfucker. That's like the shit that be on TV. Like,
what type of job?
Pro se means, pro se lawsuit basically means that you don't have any representation. You represent yourself. So you can file a lawsuit. Okay. That's like civil, like simple, the shit that be on TV, like Judge Mathis and all that shit. Depending on the dollar amounts, cause it's certain levels of what's worth. It'll be in like circuit court, which is, basically like the Judge Mathis and shit, like, simple suits. You can do that. But if it gets to higher levels, then hell yeah, you can sue the fuck out her ass. You can do that shit. You ain't even got to hire no attorney. You can just take that shit in front of a judge and plead your case. And then they'll, if they agree with you, cause it's defendants and plaintiffs, you could be a defendant. The plaintiff is the person that's suing, so the defendant is the person that's being sued. And they'll make a decision one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a good enough case, the burden of proof is on you. So if you can prove that you did X, Y, and Z, and they can prove that they didn't do X, Y, and Z, shit, they gonna award the shit to you. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is a legal judgment, and that shit is binding. So hell yeah.
Hey, you got that from B Hill, attorney at law. I'm with everything he just said.
Yeah.
I'm with everything he just said. Listen, I just want to tell people just on some general shit, like, I'm all about supporting black businesses.
Absolutely.
However, I'm not about supporting black businesses because they're black. Mm-hmm. Like, nah, you have to have a service level
standard
agreement.
Of care.
Like,
service
you
level,
have to you need to be able to produce whatever service it is. I don't care if it's a chicken shack.
Right. Nigga,
I don't care if it's an app. You know what I mean? Like, you still should be able to produce a level of service, and being black ain't enough. We already talked about this in our episode where we talked about, you know, black business fails. You know what I'm saying? And just another layer on top of this, you can't just be giving your friends shit just because they got a good idea or they got some business that you can't document. Like, it's a difference between me buying a fucking fish plate from B Hill versus me giving fucking a lot of money to B Hill for a fucking app, and I don't even know
a food truck or some shit like that. Yeah.
Right, and I don't know what his business sense is. Right. I don't know what he does. You know what I mean? Like, nah, like that kind of turns on you a little bit, Anonymous. Like, you got to do your research, so you got to make sure that I don't know what a large sum of money is. But in order for you to state it to be a large sum of money, it's a large sum of money to you, so it's a large sum of money to me. Any of my money is a large sum of money if it ain't in my pocket, right? So, like, you can't have, you can't be so loyal that it's a prison for you. You know what I mean? Like, loyalty should be reciprocal. You know what I mean? So, like, I can't, it's stupid of me to support you just because I love you and I fuck with you, but you don't have the skills to produce whatever my need is. So that kind of falls on you. And I don't know what, you know, you did to research. But if a person is just straight up ducking you, that don't seem cool. You know what I mean?
I'll
like,
tell you what won't
and
happen.
you taking advantage of handicapped people, man. Like, that's wild. Like, that's a ticket.
You serve you serve them suit papers, and motherfucking that damn sheriff roll up with that goddamn subpoena. Motherfucker gonna be like, oh, they ain't gonna be ducking you then. Let's not show up in court and see what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and you have a warrant for your arrest. I ain't trying to do all this. You brought this on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I won't no fuck shit when I got with you. There ain't no reason for me to be on no fuck shit with me. And if I was, you a dumbass for taking my money. So either way, hey, I'm goddamn file a lawsuit. Especially if
after you ducked me for a year, we ain't friends no more. So I don't have no nothing.
All out the window. Hey, fuck it.
Dog, we wouldn't be friends after fucking 2-3 weeks or nothing. Like after I give you my money and I don't hear shit.
Yeah, I would have been at your door.
Come on, man. I implement systems. I do all that. I meet with vendors. I've done and I do all of that. Like, once you meeting with vendors or people that you want to use their software or license their systems or have them build you something technology wise, like, y'all should have regular meetings about what's going on and what should be changed and all of that shit. A year? And ain't no let go and let God in this. God wants you to go get a lawyer.
God wouldn't do that. That's why, God invented the law. That's why he had Moses write down 10 commandments. He know about the law. Shit.
Facts.
No. You better go get that paper. File a lawsuit.
That is very true, man.
Yeah. Fuck so that shit. Nigga, that's why it's laws in place. You got to abide by the law. That shit ain't, you done stole. Thou shalt not steal. They stole from your ass. Nigga, we getting biblical.
Thou definitely stole from your ass.
Yeah, thou done hit you with the 1-2. You know what I mean? Right. That'll steal your motherfucking feelings out your teeth if you ain't looking. You know what I mean? Like, watch out for people. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Friends are just that until you find out why they ain't. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and that's no shade. You know what I'm saying? You know your people and you know what they had the capability to do. Sometimes it's a surprise, but you know what they had the capability to do. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, you know what I'm saying, she was an old friend and you don't know her now. I don't know. Maybe she had some issues she had to go through, but either way, she knows she had some money. She had to produce something for you.
and she failed to do so in 365 whole days. You gave her 355 more days longer than I would have. Yeah. So, get your attorney and get your money and make sure that you don't put yourself in a position like that again.
Right.
That's what I say. Any other words for Anonymous?
God bless and let go and let God? No.
Let go and let God.
You better call the lawyer and let God. Let God guide your hands to the damn Google search
gun.
And find a lawyer in the damn.
I said gun. You said Google search. Yeah. Let's go with your shit.
You can shoot keep you out of jail. Shit. She stole from me. You know what I mean? If you want to get on some gangster shit, let go and let gun.
We can handle this like some gentlemen. We can get into some gangster shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we can get on some gangster shit.
But yeah.
But if otherwise.
Anonymous, get back with us though.
Yeah, for sure. Hit us back. Hope you're doing all right.
Hit us back. And if y'all want some advice from us, because I feel like we gave good advice today, unlike other weeks.
We give great advice. I give great advice. Every trip. This shit is prophetical. Like, prophetical.
Yeah, give them your word. Give them your word of the week.
I don't know if prophetical is a word, but
I feel like a prophet. You're a prophet.
I mean? Yeah, I feel
I'm prophesizing.
Or it's just prophesizing. I got it. We got there. Yeah, we found it.
Hey, we went on the ABC road, but we got there.
I'm prophesizing on this motherfucking podcast. You hear me?
Hey, if y'all want to hear from me or B Hill, the prophetical one,
Bill.
Write into
Dr.
the Shit Show at gmail.com. That's an X where the I would be.
Make it some good shit
letter.
now. Come on.
Maybe read on the show. Like I say, I'm getting low. My mailbox getting low. So send me some good shit or else I'm going to start reading the not good shit. And that's fine too, because not good shit need love too.
Yeah.
And I appreciate them writing in.
Hell yeah.
But I will definitely get to it if y'all don't write in. So get to that.
Yeah. And we ain't making these shits up. It's actually the listeners that, you know what I'm saying?
Dog, they send this stuff in and
we appreciate
I think that's even more of a compliment.
Yeah.
Like you,
been anywhere
niggas
in the world.
be want my advice on the low all the time. So
I ain't know niggas could write.
I appreciate
y'all niggas can actually, you know what I'm saying? Type. Shout out to y'all for being able to type.
Shout out to y'all for being able to
Shout out to goddamn you in your left and right hands placed ever so properly on the laptop. You remember goddamn typewriting? Do they still do typewriting? I need to talk to a teacher. They do typewriting classes and shit. Well, not typewriting because ain't nobody got a typewriter.
When I was in like 6th grade, we had typewriting classes.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck.
That's how old I am.
We
had typewriting.
We didn't even have motherfucking laptops and shit. We had like computer class in like 10th grade or some shit like that.
We didn't have computers until I think like middle school, and in middle school it wasn't like everybody had one. It was like a classroom might have had one. You know what I mean? And then by high school we had like computers. Yeah, that's when them shits was big, like them old school TVs with the big backs and butts.
Shit was green as fuck, like the black and green. Shit was trash.
Hey, to all y'all that was born 90, 95 plus. After that, y'all don't know about the struggle.
Y'all niggas don't know shit about shit.
Y'all don't know about the struggle. We know about all the shit. We know about phones when it was press. My grandma had like a rotary jump.
Oh yeah, nigga, that shit was the trash.
Y'all talking about touch screen? My grandma had a joint where you had to go around 7 times.
It was a screen on that motherfucker, so you couldn't get to the bottom. Like the road, that shit was a screen where the numbers was caught over top of. That was the touch screen, nigga. Shout out to that. Hey,
you stick your finger in a hole and run that shit 7.
Nigga, you dial 911. It's gonna take 30 minutes. Then
yeah, you definitely dead by 911 coming. You done got stabbed in your back by the time you hit 911.
You get to that last one, some shit done dead. Some shit done burnt the fuck up. Somebody done passed out, can't breathe. Like shit. Took forever for 911.
On your iPhone, all you gotta do is hold the shit a long time. They gonna be like, you got 2 seconds and we gonna report this as an emergency.
Hell yeah, you hit 911 on the old phone, boy. That shit gonna take a good 20, 30 minutes just to finish the damn dial. Don't get distracted and somebody say something. You're gonna forget what you're gonna start all over then. Cause you don't know if he was on the 9 or the 1.
You talking about, right? Then you gotta start over. Listen, let me tell you about fucking calling 911. You called 911, them phones was heavy enough for a nigga to knock you in the head with the phone.
That shit was that bullshit. And then I remember call ID. I remember my mama got the first call ID and shit. Damn, call
the
waiting.
first sound funny as shit, but I feel you.
Real shit. The first, like, I mean, you know, our first. I say
You
our
remember,
first.
you talking about when phones used to be busy, and then your mama got that.
Got call
it had
waiting.
call waiting came first,
I remember my
and
mama
then
got
call ID.
$8 for call fucking waiting.
You remember Star 67?
Yeah, yeah.
Star 69.
Yeah.
Y'all had to know codes back then. You had to know how to block your number.
Yeah, yeah. I used to
Hey, how
prank
do
call
you block your
motherfuckers.
number now?
You still do Star 69?
I don't think I blocked the number in a long time. I just don't call niggas I don't want to call.
Yeah, for real. Calling is a luxury. Like, that shit is a premium.
The thing about it now, you can have a number that's tied to your number, like a Google Voice number. So when you call from that, get them a whole different number than what your actual phone is.
This is wild. I ain't know that.
Yeah, you could. Like, I don't have a Atlanta number, and my gate code gotta be. That's dumb, but it gotta be tied to an Atlanta number. So they advise you to create a Google Voice that's a Atlanta area code, and then it just comes to my phone. So when somebody trying to get in, I just gotta buzz them in through my phone.
Oh, that's hard. That's
yeah.
That's techie than a motherfucker. These niggas is crazy.
Uber Eats, no. Uber, no. Uber probably come here more than anybody else. Yeah, so fuck y'all who don't know about the struggle, basically.
Shout out to all the old niggas in this bitch one time for y'all.
All the old people in this bitch, all the AARP, all the young AARP people. We the swaggy AARP people.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move into this free smoke. We gonna knock this out.
Free smoke, free smoke.
So free smoke is where we talk about hot button personal issues. It can be anything from politics to petty.
Politics is usually wild. Go ahead.
I want to talk about the opinions of Miss Torrei Hart.
She's a fucking weirdo too.
I knew you would have some opinions on this. That's why I picked this subject. So if y'all don't know, Torrei Hart is Kevin Hart's ex-wife, his original wife, the black wife.
Yeah.
And she had some interview and she had a couple things to say about, side chicks. And she said, I think if you can afford it, you should have an extra wife. And she said that, her problem is that, men just don't say it up front that that's what they're going to do. They basically, sell your dream and then they do all this shit on the side. She said that most men were upfront, then most women would deal with it. She said she appreciates a good side bitch. Her words, I appreciate a good side bitch. There are days I don't feel like doing shit. Let the side bitch do the job. So that's what I wanted to talk about, like her thoughts. And I want to know, where was all this energy when Kevin was cheating on your ass?
Same shit. That's what I said. I said, bitch, well, damn. I know he probably like, well, goddamn. I think he broke up with her though, if I ain't mistaken, right? Then he divorced her.
Yeah, when you get to a certain level, you gotta leave for a light skin or a white girl.
Yeah, for sure. And
it's part of the statute, Joe. Yeah, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? She been remodeling herself. Yeah. She's starting to look like an Instagram honey.
She definitely look IG thottish.
Yeah, she looking like an Instagram honey. Look like she got some body work done.
Body work.
And,
yeah.
And she done got some higher quality weaves and wigs because she had dreads. I assume she still have dreads. Maybe she just have a wig, but it's just very interesting. Do you agree with the gist of this?
From her, no. Cause
just cause of the messages?
Yeah, it's just cause you fucking you just grasping at straws. You just trying to get some hot takes. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just be saying what all they, just saying some shit to get
that's
hot
a good
take, joint.
You know that's a hot take.
Yeah, she just wanted to be on Ball Alert Shade Room for all of the 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever interview that she had. I don't know where the fuck she was at, but nah, man, you don't believe that shit. Cause if that was the case, you would have been, know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't, cause she came out talking about she was a homewrecker, old girl was a homewrecker, all this whoop whoop. Well, bitch. Which one is it?
That was my shit. Like you've been
Uchi
going
Wally
on
or do you owe me
press
fights?
tour.
Which one is it?
Good reference. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Hey, you see me.
Still tripping off that motherfucking Perfect Strangers.
Yeah.
that was my shit. That touched me to my heart.
Cousin Orson. Cousin, what was his name? Cousin what? I forgot his name.
It was, Balky and,
Baltakamoose and Cousin and Orson.
It wasn't Orson.
What the fuck? He used to say his name like Orson.
You gonna have me think about it. Cousin. Now you gonna have me fucking finding out. about Perfect Strangers and shit. Perfect Strangers is about... Oh man, I'm sorry I'm gonna keep y'all here, but we gonna find out about this shit.
His name was like...
Larry, Cousin Larry.
Cousin Larry? What?
Yeah, his name was Cousin Larry and Balky.
I don't remember. He used to say his name weird as hell. I thought it was like Orson, but yeah, shout out to him. And niggas saying Balky, niggas was hitting me like Balky was gay and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what?
Yeah, Balky did look gay, but was Balky gay? Is Balky gay in real life?
No, fucking Pierce Bronson. That's his name, I believe.
His name is Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah, I knew it was Bronson in there.
Pierce Bronson is a whole nother nigga.
Yeah, that's 007, man. That's for, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Back. We got real ourselves back here. I'm sorry, we get excited. We're old and we get excited about old school shows and shit. Nostalgia. Right, exactly. Like, I do agree with the fact that if you are up front, then a lot of bitches would deal with a lot of shit. Cause they gonna deal with it anyway. If a chick really rock with you, not all of them, but you have a very hot, because they deal with your shit and they know what you do when they catch you and they don't leave you. You know what I mean? So if you up front with the shit, at least you put her in a position to make a decision. Now, do I advocate for side chicks? I definitely don't advocate for it, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I do think she's saying it to kind of be like a hot take. You know what I'm saying? She just want clicks. And that should be, motherfuckers ain't anything about that. And she doing her comedian. She's actually
doing
comedian.
Yeah, she's a comedian.
She's a comic?
She's a comedian. Yeah.
A comedian.
What the fuck I got going on today? But yeah, she does comedy I seen bits and pieces of some stand up trash.
Was she funny?
No.
You said trash, so never mind that question. Do you feel like women actually believe this, or do you feel like they're settling because, you know, they just feel like they're never going to find a faithful man? I
don't know. It's a seat for every ass now. It's just as far as how many people you let sit in that chair. You see that old nigga shit one time for the old nigga shit. But no. I guess
just sit on faces. Fuck sitting in a chair being somebody's side piece.
Oh, she eating that. She eating strawberries now, y'all. Look, she eating strawberries.
I can't even eat in front of him. It feel creep like. You know what I mean?
She just pulled out a banana. What is that? A banana? I'm just joking.
Yo, stop. But, don't do
she
that.
Yeah, man. She just want somebody to garner some attention towards her ass. Bitch, you don't believe that shit. Because women naturally aren't like that. They're like, just naturally, in most cases, more times than not, women aren't like.
Nobody wants to share, my nigga.
Nobody wants to share.
Nobody wants to share.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody wants to share. Just humanly, nobody really wants to share.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to share that. Now, people can be like, in order for me to do me, I gotta let you do you. And settle for that shit. Yeah. But if a motherfucker could do them and get you to just do them, right, they would definitely go for that.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of, and it kind of goes back to the Instagram honey culture that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? These women, seek men with money, and you're actually seeing them in action versus back in the day before social media.
Yeah.
So it is actually young women who are growing up, and this is their goal to put their body in a place where they are desirable to men with money. And their goal is to get a man with money. And they understand that if I'm with a man with money, that means he has a lot of options. And if he has a lot of options, I'm going to have to settle with the activities of a man with a lot of money.
That's true.
And what make it so bad is you ain't even got to have a lot of money these days. You know what I'm saying? It's the regular chicks looking at the Instagram chicks trying to do what the Instagram chicks do, but your man work at Taco Bell. You let niggas with Taco Bell have multiple bitches. Yes. Like, how, Sway? How?
The Mexican pizzas be fired now.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Like, if he doing Spanish fly, like, you ain't fucking.
Bring on the Mexican pizzas and them taco supremes, goddamn, might change the game a little bit.
Do you think that marriage was ever a sacred bond? You're married. So do you think that marriage was ever a sacred bond, or we just didn't have the technology to expose people back in the day?
No, niggas been cheating forever.
But do you think like the philosophy of it was like,
I mean, the premise behind it, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, the vows alone that they've indoctrinated us with lets us know that, like, you know, to have and to hold and all that other shit. I mean,
those are just words if you ain't following it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's the oath that you take essentially, right? Like, so
the oath.
Yeah, I mean, you're pledging, you're pledging your life to this person, you know what I'm saying, and the union that y'all have. And
you pledge your allegiance to the vag. I
mean, for real, like, you think about it, you do that shit to a lot of different things that you're supposed to, like, you know what I mean, associate yourself with. So like when you join the army, they got shit that you're supposed to say. When you join the police force, you got shit you're supposed to say. When you go into an agreement, there's a lot of things that you have to, you know what I'm saying, like, pledge your allegiance to, and that's essentially what that is. So yeah, I mean, the premise behind marriage is that it's supposed to be, you know, a union and nobody should infiltrate or desecrate that union. But I mean, then you have humans, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, and you got free will, and motherfuckers gonna do what they want, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I mean, you know,
I think it's crazy because, you know, I think that, you know, nowadays there are a lot of tools to catch people. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just a lot of tools.
It's funny you say that because, like, my uncle and shit, like, my daddy, my biological pops was a fucking cheater. You know what I'm saying? Like, my little brothers, I got a little brother that's 6 months younger than me. You know what I'm saying? So clearly he was fucking my mom and his mom at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And this was in the 80s, you know what I mean? And I remember one of my uncles, I was kicking it with him one time, and he was like, when you make so many passes, it'd be hard to remember which one you went down. So he was like, one time he was,
damn.
You think, but
when you make so many passes, it's so hard. That's crazy.
Meaning like, kind of like an analogizing it with your lies and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, he was like, you know, like, he remembered going to a hotel and like, he had been cheating. Granted, this was in the 70s and the 80s. No cell phone and that shit, but he had a room and he had the fucking receipt and he cleaned out his pockets and putting the shit on the damn thing. He was like, first thing he put his wallet on, and then the receipt was on top of the hotel, Holiday Inn or whatever the fuck he was at, right there on the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Red roof.
Yeah. So when you got them, you know what I mean, trying to do, when you got so much shit going on, it's just kind of hard to cover your tracks continually. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get caught, whatever. All dark comes to the light. That's, you know, the old adage.
That's very true. I agree with you 1000%.
Social media and
I was having a conversation with my mom, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's certain men in my family that I feel like I held to a high regard only because I felt like they really conducted themselves how men should conduct themselves in my eyes, the way I feel like men should conduct themselves. And also, you know, there are just a small amount of marriages that I'm just like, you know, that's what marriage should look like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, I'm older and I'm having conversations with my mom and she like dropping this tea about certain people. And I'm like, no, like, it ruined my whole viewpoint of, you know, and I'm talking about older people, like my mom and them age, like, you know, late 50s and 60s and 70s, like great uncles and, you know what I mean? Just people, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, they say such and such his son. I'm like, wait, what? Nah, this was the, you know what I mean? Like the man you idolize in your mind, you know what I'm saying? And
you still can. Like, everybody slip up. That's the thing about, that's
but
the beauty
it just
of being
depends
human.
on one of the reasons why you idolize them. You know what I'm saying? Why did you put them on this pedestal? Right. And I feel like one of the reasons I put them on that pedestal, and it don't make them a horrible person. That's not what I'm saying. But once your glasses are rosy and then a filter comes over that's a different color, you're like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing about getting older and understanding that people are human. You know what I mean? Like, shit that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Make
like
mistakes, and one mistake can ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? One mistake may not necessarily impact you as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole butterfly effect. Like, in terms of, you know, going back, would you change X, Y, and Z? Hell no, I wouldn't change shit just because I don't know what the fuck that one thing that I changed is gonna throw everything completely out of whack. You know what I mean? Like, So like decisions are choices and you just learn from each one, you know, hopefully it's not as detrimental to you as others, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the reality of it. Like being human is living and learning. Like you learn something every day. You should know a little bit more about something.
But some people aren't learning. I think that's, then that's the problem. You know what I mean? When you're not learning, like I feel like a person can only come back to a person so many times and be like, you know what? My bad. This happened. I didn't mean it. I love you. Stay with me. I love you. Oh my God, girl. You know what I mean?
Habitual shit. Nah, you can't, but like,
true.
Like those.
Believe who a person is when they show you, man.
Yeah.
That's all,
I mean, like if
motherfucker,
like I said, everybody slip and fall one time, you know what I'm saying? But if you continue to do it, obviously you have a disability, you know what I'm saying? But I mean.
Yeah, one time is a mistake. More than that is just your personality. That's just who you are.
Yeah, that's who you are. You know, defect or whatever, or characteristic or whatnot. But shit, that's kind of how it works.
Have you not in your marriage? We definitely wouldn't say that, but have you ever been in a relationship and had a side chick?
Side chick? Nah, I just had other hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like I can't
explain side chick because I think I had my definition of what a side chick is versus just hoes.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it before, like one of the first earlier podcasts. But like you got side chicks, you got hoes, and then you got like.
We talked about booty calls and one night stands.
Right. Yeah. Good point.
We're talking about side
girl,
chick.
like your girl that you like, it's your second girl. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's like a full blown relationship. Like it's like 80% your relationship.
Yeah,
you
like
just don't sleep there.
Yeah. I never had, like I wasn't able to do that. Like I got close at one particular time, but it was just too much and I ended up getting caught anyway. So it was like, cause I ain't the best cheater in the world. Like, I'm just, that's why I don't do that shit. Cause I'm not good at that shit. Cause
you a man.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. I ain't the best cheater. I know some niggas that are, but I ain't one of them. You know what I mean? So.
Them niggas perfected the game.
Some niggas, one of my homeboys, he definitely, like, he had that shit going for about 12. He got caught though. Like I said, all
12
shit.
years or 12 months?
12 years type shit.
Damn.
He had a side. That nigga had a whole lot of shit going on, but, but nonetheless, it still comes to the light though. You know what I'm saying? Darkness still comes to the light regardless of one way or another. But I mean, me personally, like I've never had, I wasn't good enough. Like for one, that's a lot of time and like,
that's a lot of work. Yeah. Why would you want to have two wives?
Nah, if I could,
why would you want to have, that's a lot.
If I was able to, like, legally and morally, because women typically, so if you want to get back on some shit, really, like black people, these white folks pretty much indoctrinate us with their beliefs and shit. Black people, black men and of African descent used to have multiple wives, which is what you see in like, Islam and shit. Like a lot of, you know, there's religions that have multiple
Nigeria.
wives, but it transitioned, right? So like it transitioned once the white folks came and put their beliefs on us and told us X, Y, and Z. But there's definitely women, like I said, that kind of getting back to my point from earlier, women are, engineered or hardwired to like love one person or one man, like solely. Men, on the opposite hand, can love multiple women, like no doubt about it.
Can they love multiple women or can they lust multiple women? Because I feel like it's hard for a lot of men to love the one woman that they got. Men can. I know multiple dudes that love multiple women, and if they could have their way, like I guarantee you, if they could have their way, they would and if they were able to be married, if they were in marriage and they were able to be married to multiple women, absolutely. I guarantee you. Okay, so help me understand this from a woman with a vagina. So most niggas ain't trying to get married to the one woman.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta get them to marry the one. Yeah. So you mean to tell me they want to marry and deal with multiple voices nagging them versus the one?
Because absolutely. Niggas would be more prone to get married if they were able to marry multiple women. The reason niggas don't get married is because
would it rock if it was just like that, period? Like everybody could just marry multiple motherfuckers. Like your wife could have multiple husbands.
Women aren't hardwired like that. That's what I'm saying. Women,
you don't know. You're not a woman.
More times I've dealt with a lot of women and women can't, like, they don't, for real.
Dealt with a lot of women.
That's true. I mean, I ain't lying. I mean, the stats are there, but in each
nigga bye.
Hate.
I'm not saying your stats ain't there, but you sounding real bow wow right now.
I'm just saying, like, I mean,
the stats are there.
The stats are there for real, but like, my point in saying that is, each woman, it's not natural. Women, they have a hard time being players, if you will, like air quotes. You know what I'm saying? Like women just naturally can't deal with mad niggas. Like some can. Obviously you always have outliers to the rule, but most women usually try to keep it exclusive to a point just because they don't want to feel like no hoe. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be fucking mad niggas all at once. They may have niggas that do shit for them. Like it may be weirdo boy that takes them out to eat and tricks off on them but they still ain't giving them no pussy or no shit. But when a woman wants to lay down and actually like have that bond, 9 times out of 10 it's exclusivity that they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? At some point.
Well, I'll let him say that. That's his
in my
point
opinion,
of view.
From my experience.
In his opinion, I definitely feel like that's probably how it was. I think that a lot of women are open to a lot of things now that they would not have been open with before. And a lot of niggas, I feel like, ain't carrying the load that these niggas that you mentioned, that could, kind of like Torrei said, not only afford, but it's not even about a money thing. Now, like, that just do what men supposed to do to take care of their household. And I feel like a lot of niggas ain't doing that. So if she could have one nigga she fucking and have one nigga that she do her cuddling and all that shit with, and she had one nigga that know how to damn fix shit around the house, cause niggas don't know how to fix shit these days. If you know what I mean? If she could have 4 or 5 niggas, she would. She might not have all of them to fuck like a man would, but I feel like a lot of women would definitely have a lot of niggas to fill a lot of spaces. I've never had a side. I've definitely cheated. Everybody has cheated, but I feel like that's a lot of fucking work. Yeah. Like, I'm not about to put in the same work with the person I'm with you. I'm just not. Like, this is supposed to be fun. I hit you and I hit you. Yeah, like, that seemed like a lot of fucking work.
Yeah,
like,
that shit is, I ain't got
and
time.
for women to be striving to be a main is crazy to me. Like, I've heard women be like, but I'm a main. So that just means you feel like you first, but it's a bunch of women after you that you cool with. Like,
but you're not a main then. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, if you're a main, if you have to say that you're a main and like preface it by saying that you're not a main, because you know that you're like, you know, you're equally. A main is an unsaid, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is like, you know,
you wouldn't have to say it if it was
wet,
there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like quantify that shit by saying that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, cause what is known shouldn't have to be spoken.
Like, I'm the main. Nope, I'm just the only one. Like, it's no main. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're today.
Yeah, like, fuck out of here.
He needs a ride today. He needs to borrow your car today. Yeah. So he dropped you off at work and he's driving your car today. What's one pro and one con to having a side?
Well, shit. When we
both said we ain't never had a side, but if we had a side, a true side,
I mean, just to get away, like, you ain't got to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like, when one motherfucker get on your nerves, the other one may not necessarily. And then, you know, she might do a little something different that old girl do sexually. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might do, you know what I mean? One might got a stupid long tongue. One might got a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, I mean, just the nuances of other people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of an escape. You know what I'm saying? It's just like some new shoes. I go back to my analogy. Like, these fucking, these 5s that just came out fire as hell, but they black. And you was planning on wearing some blue shit today. So you got these blue 5s over here. That's the same sneaker. You know what I'm saying? They just blue as fuck. And they look better with the shirt you got on today. You know what I mean? So
yes, cause B stays comparing y'all to sneakers, my nigga. You know this like your 3rd or 4th time comparing bitches to sneakers. It's
just a great analogy. It just works. It's so universal. You know what I'm saying? It's like a universal remote. Like, it's like
now you universal remotes.
It's like a universal
I didn't say
remote.
This.
Like,
Views expressed by B Hill is not that of the
like, you know, like you might lose the main remote, like to the TV, but you can go to Best Buy. You know, like you can go to Best Buy and get you one and the TV working just as fine. You know what I'm saying? Pull up all the goddamn channels. That's all.
Oh man.
I love all y'all.
So what's the con? I love all y'all. My loves. What's the con?
Bitch go get on your nerves just like the other bitch. So you be that motherfucker bad as hell. Either way, you can't go nowhere. You sitting in the car looking stupid.
You just went from one prison to the other one.
Everybody texting your goddamn phone now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody steady calling.
And then you got here. Yeah. Oh, who texting us from both? Yeah. Like, nah. Look, nah. I say one pro is, like you said, you get to switch it up. You know what I mean? Somebody get on your nerves, you get to go. But on the flip side of that, I feel like sides feel like they're in position to eventually become mains. So they are nagging and wondering when they gonna get to where they gonna get to, when you gonna leave her, when you gonna do whatever. And that just ain't popping. So getting nagged by two people is not what's up, like, at all. And you know, it's crazy because I saw like a meme or something that said like, so you cheated on somebody you loved for somebody you didn't want, and now you mad because the person you want is leaving. Like, right. why would you risk something for something that you don't want? You know what I'm saying? But I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of different people. And like I said, a lot of women today are into a lot of things that I feel like traditionally situations they wouldn't be down for. Right. Like, open marriages and dating bisexual men and just a lot of shit that has come up just in conversation. Yeah, that's wild. So I feel like women are, getting their liberation. Like, I mean, whatever you into, it ain't my shit, but like we said before, like I can respect what you do and it just not be for me. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and I be down. I don't give a fuck. Like, if everybody is of age and consenting and it's legal, go for it. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you do, just cause it ain't my cup of tea don't mean you can sit without me. You know what I mean?
She might not want no J's. She might want some Adidas.
She might want some Adidas. Mm-hmm. All you ladies that are shoes. Hey, wrap this up. I want to thank y'all for listening today and dealing with our shit for yet another week. Make sure you subscribe to the show. Follow us at The Ain't Shit Show. That's the X where the I will be, Twitter, IG, YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook. Leave a comment and review us. We still trying to get to this Apple Noteworthy page. As I say every time, our numbers are steadily increasing. We definitely appreciate that. So tell a friend and tell a friend.
Tell a friend, tell a friend.
And y'all know I like to leave you with a quote, and I feel like this quote is encompassing of a lot of shit about this side chick shit, about our listener letter, about the shit Kanye and Bow Wow and Fab and all this. So it say, you let someone slide and they'll start figure skating. Hey, let that, exactly. So until next week, I want y'all to be great. Wakanda forever.
And Wakanda.